Hello everyone, welcome to the Divine Matrix. I'm Des and I'm going to be your host for this portal. I've created this channel to have a safe place, to create a safe place for a community to grow in love and spirituality, to grow and open up our third eyes to see the reality of what's going on in our material world, in our physical world. We are soul beings living a temporary human experience on earth to create a domino effect of collective growth for a new world, in a sense. Okay, I'm hoping that the individuals that I attract on this portal are already open star seeds that can understand the messages that I channel here. I'm looking for individuals who have already woken up and have some sort of a base or understanding of spirituality, even if it's just the bare minimum. If you have not dove into the realm of spirituality and you're completely foreign to this, you're still more than welcome to hang out with us. You're more than welcome to stay here in this beautiful community that we have created. I welcome you with open arms and I love you unconditionally. I'm hoping we can all grow, like I said, and really take whatever messages that the divine has in store for us here to build ourselves up spiritually and soul-wise so that we can let go and shed this human shell, in a sense, okay? A little bit about me. I am a spiritual light worker. I am a Reiki healer, energy healer, whatever resonates with you. I'm all of those. I act as an open channel here on YouTube. I'm also going to be on Patreon, but I'm trying to build this community so that everyone out there feels that they have a sense of belonging as they're opening up spiritually. I started ascending a few years ago, and I am now 27, so I think I started when I was like 21 or something like that. Yes, it's been rocky. Yes, I've had my fair share of resistance. Still to this day, I'm going through it. But I have been told from my spirit guides that it's been time for me to create this safe place for those to grow. 2020 really opened us up, and I see a lot more people waking up and a lot more people feeling a little bit alienated, in a sense, to our new world. We have hit a pretty low point as a society last year. And although the beautiful thing that came out of it was us opening up spiritually, there were a lot of damage that was caused last year to a lot of us. I'm sad about the brokenness, but I'm really happy that we have pushed through our traumas and really dove into the whys behind the things that have once burdened us. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much for being here. I am in awe of the amount of work that you have done thus far for yourself, for our planet, for our overall collective growth. Just by being yourself, you are allowing someone else to do the same. That's not an easy thing to do. We came from a world where judgment was tearing every single soul down and keeping us there so that those who have found either this light or have found the method to manifestation, we're no longer allowing just those people to stay on top and, be up there by themselves. I think we're learning to be our authentic selves so that we can manifest our dreams into reality. I'm very excited to see what this year has in store for us. Let's go ahead and get started and create a open space for us to channel. I am going to also let you know I use oracle cards here on this portal. I do not use tarot. Maybe eventually I'd be open to that, But for now, I'm using oracle cards. So for those who are a little skeptical on card reading, I am not a fortune teller. I am not here to tell you what's going to happen in your future. I am here to tell you what's going on with the energies in this present moment and how we can use those energies for our betterment instead of allowing them to run wild and allow us to sit in just this complete whirlwind of emotions that are only causing more anxiety and more worry and more just feelings of being lost. I am excited to be the channel for you and the open, in a sense, healer to help you grow, help each other grow. That's the point here. We're going to grow in love and spirituality together. And I don't want anyone here to think that they are alone, because you are very much not. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here for you, but our angels are here all the time. We as souls are here all the time. Just because we aren't physically with each other doesn't mean that we aren't there in spirit. Okay? Let's go ahead and start off this reading with burning some Palo Santo. For those who have seen my past videos, I am recreating a new structure for this channel, and I am looking at 2021 with a clear perspective on what I would like to do for this channel. I promise that I'm going to be more consistent with my videos, and I know in the beginning of last year, my intention was to really do this on a weekly basis, at least the bare minimum on a weekly basis. I have a lot more ideas, and I do plan on channeling a lot more than that. So stay tuned, bear with me, thank you for your patience, and let's go ahead and start fresh this year. Okay, everything that we have carried with us last year is completely wiped away. Yes, there might be some things that are just buried within us and beneath us that, you know, we have pushed down over time. Yeah, over a period of time. Is that a great thing? Not necessarily. But the best thing about this is that we have the opportunity to allow them to surface and, in a sense, heal from them and release them so that we can open up the space for more opportunities and clear up the space for the new. Okay? Yeah. I'm super excited. So let's go ahead and move forward to my Tibetan singing bowl. For those who have seen my videos and know that I have done this before, and you know the drill, go ahead and breathe in and out fully, please. Excuse me. And for those who are new, just like I said, just breathe in and out fully. And what I like to do is count to 3 once I get to count to 3 as I'm breathing in, and count from 3 down as I exhale. So okay. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so I usually like to take a few moments just to open up to spirit and allow that connection to be open so that all the messages come from them directly. And my personal life and my persona is just left at the table, and I am here as a soul, as my healer self, to assist in the collective growth. So let's take a couple moments to really open up our channel. Hi, Spirit. Please allow me to be an open channel for the collective at this time. I ask that you help me to channel for our week of January 4th through the 11th, 2021. I ask this with love and light, always. Oh, that felt so good. Okay, now it's about the cards. So, I'm going to be using my Chakra Insight Oracle deck. Looks like this on the outside. Ooh. And basically, right now, I only have 7 cards. These 7 cards are the chakra cards. I kind of want to get an idea of what chakra that we're really focused on for this week, okay? So, I'm just going to fan these out and base it off of intuition. That feels good. Crown chakra. You have a lot of violets in this card. A lot of violets and purples in general. This chakra is our 7th chakra, and it is right here. Okay. When I say crown chakra, I am literal on that. Like, wear your crown, okay? Wear the crown that we're all meant to have. Wear the crown that defines you or makes up who you are. This analogy might not be the easiest for some of you to understand, but this card brings to you, it is a time for change in approach, okay? The way you approach life, the way you take on life, all of the things that 2020 had to offer may not resonate with you anymore. There might be relationships that you're finding out that either it just doesn't feel as authentic as it once did, or maybe you're just not getting much out of it anymore. This could be a sign that you are growing spiritually and that you are ready for a deeper connection with those who you allow in your circle. We are who we entertain, right? So thinking about that quote, thinking about that thought, we can easily look at our lives and see that there might be people we're entertaining that don't even deserve our effort, don't even deserve our energy. It might come off a little harsh, but it is very much true. It's time to be a little bit more picky about who we allow in our life, who we give that energy to, who we share our light with. Not everyone's going to have your best interest at heart, despite what they say to you. So pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to the things that feel or don't feel right to you, and grow in loving yourself to cultivate that energy that is going to create that crown for you. We are not the person, we are not the people who can easily just choose the crown and say, all right, that's going to be mine. No. We earn our crown. We earn that crown because it goes from a plastic tiara to a freaking chrome tiara. It doesn't just go from 0 to 100. There's levels to this shit, okay? So we need to level up. And right now we're starting from 1. Some of us might be at a different level, and that's okay. This is an all-inclusive channel here, and we do not discriminate regardless of anything. Gender, level, pronouns, what you look like, race, ethnicity, all of that here is just stripped away. What I see and feel and connect with is your soul, is the entity that's within you and not this physical reflection I may see, okay? So keep that in mind when you're living your day-to-day. Ask yourself what you want to do. Stop doing things based off of a routine. try to get out of that habit and recreate a new, healthier routine that matches who you are now, not who you were in 2020. Leave that back there. We have a new year, and we're ready to approach it with a fresh pair of eyes. Okay? Okay. This is card number 43. So if you add the two numbers together in numerology, you get 7. 7 is the angel number. It's like a godly number. It is a very high vibrational spiritual number. What this is basically telling me that you too are a light worker. You too are someone who is here to help the collective growth and ascension. You may be a card reader. You may be a teacher of some sort. You may be a yogi. There are so many different ways that you can help the ascension, the collective ascension. So whatever that is and whatever you resonate with, I challenge you to really look more into that and find out what your niche is. Find out what your, what that thing is that you're supposed to do. What is your gift? I love that. I remember when I was younger, my grandpa, he used to play solitaire in the morning, and so all I heard in the morning was like just shuffling of cards. And I asked him to teach me how to do a bridge one day. The first time I did it, cards fell everywhere, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that, but cards fell everywhere and I was super discouraged. But he basically helped me pick up the cards and try again. And I didn't know this was actually going to be a message until now, but Spirit is bringing this up because just like in life, we get discouraged from little voices in our head, from even outside voices and outside perspectives of who we are and them trying to define us. Well, it might be discouraging, but use it to fuel you, or use it to take it as like a learning curve, right? There might be things that we learned from those situations that we didn't know before going into them. And who's to say that the next try won't be different? So if you feel like you can't build your bridge right away, keep trying to do it, and eventually you're going to cross over. Okay? Great. What messages do you have for our week of January 4th through the 11th, 2021? By the way, I really hope that date is accurate because I'm kind of guesstimating here. Because I remember the last time I looked at my phone to see the date, it was the 3rd, so I'm guessing it's for the 4th. Okay. Any more messages? Any more cards? Take it. Bottom of the deck is sound. This card brings music, silence, rhythm, and vibration. We need to sit in silence more and appreciate the natural sounds around us. I don't know if you guys have been practicing meditation, but it's a great way to realign your chakras and to really become more in tune with your spiritual body and your physical body and provide more of a unison flow with that energy. We go throughout the day, we deal with a lot of energies, and it's easy to become out of balance based off of what someone has said, or even someone else's mood. Maybe that one thing that really frustrated us just irked us to the point where it just kind of set the tone for the rest of the day. Well, when we sit in meditation, or at least sit in silence, we're able to practice gratitude. We're able to be present in that very moment and find some sort of peace in almost like the chaos, okay? When we're meditating, the first thing that comes to mind is all of these damn thoughts that just feel like bees swarming your head. It might feel chaotic. It may even feel like you're about to lose your freaking mind, literally. But these thoughts you carry with yourself every single day. So if you're experiencing that in that very moment, imagine what your body takes on throughout a whole week. Okay? So in meditation, what it does, it allows the breath to be a tool to release the energy that's really pent up in there and really blocking these chakras from seeing cloud and rain clouds and gray in general. And it starts to push away those rain clouds and just show them blue skies, show them clear skies. So you no longer feel like there's a storm going on inside you, okay? If you do meditate, good for you. I'm so happy. That's amazing. It is a form of prayer for some of those who believe, which is a pretty beautiful thing. I personally, I believe in God. We are all one. Everything is one. I'm not here to tell you who you need to believe in. The source that I'm talking about, the spirit that I'm talking about, is just the spirit of all. The spirit of all. It could be God, it could be Buddha, it could be any of these different god or goddesses or entities that one would really find religious beliefs in. This is beyond the religious belief. This is spirituality, okay? So when you pray to whomever, pray to the angels, pray to the divine, whatever, some people, they kneel on their knees and they have their hands in prayer at the edge of their bed. Some people have their eyes open and talk to the divine as if they're having a conversation like now. Some of us need to close our eyes to focus more and really tune into those energies. But either way, nothing is the wrong way of doing it. You find your own way. If sitting at the edge of your bed on your knees or kneeling on your knees at the edge of your bed is something that resonates with you, then do that. If sitting with your legs crossed on the ground and, with your hands like this, or your hands like this, or your hands like this, they're all the same. Find something that works to allow your soul and your physical body to find a unison with each other or find a balance with each other to release energy, okay? Some people, it might be music, so you guys might be artists out there, you might be musicians. Maybe music might be a great tool for you. Vibration in general is a great way. But yeah, finding some sort of sound within that is going to help you. This is card number 33, which if you add the two numbers together, you get 6. 6 is, off the top of my head, I don't know that number fully, and I would not feel fully comfortable telling you my personal definition of 6, just because I want you guys to take those messages and look for yourself, okay? Angel number 6, if you guys want to research that. All right. The first card that I pulled is inspiration. Inspiration is going into or leading back to the crown chakra card that I pulled. The crown chakra, remember, is that the biggest connection that you have to our higher selves, to our higher source. So inspiration is telling you, allow that spark or idea or conception to fuel you. Allow it to really be absorbed within your body and find a way to allow that inspiration to drive you, and actually let it lead you from start to finish. I get that a lot of us have all these ideas, and what happens is we tend to just leave it up in our mind, leave it up here. That doesn't help our collective when some of these ideas might be revolving around how you can help our collective growth or how you can give back to our community. If you are having ideas on creating a safe place for people to grow spiritually, maybe even having a physical place for people to have like workshops, to give back to our communities who feel that they are, in a sense, like lost or don't have a home or a place to be that is safe for them to grow. It could even be something like what I do, and channeling, the collective energies and channeling all these messages for those that you don't even know. But whatever it is, these ideas are not just coming to you just for the hell of it. They're coming to you because you are receiving it from the divine. It's no coincidence, okay? This is card number 46, so 10. Add the two numbers together, you get 10. I love the number 10 because 1 stands for beginning of a cycle. And then you have 0, and 0 is closing out of a cycle. So what I take this as, we closed out 2020, we're beginning 2021. This is my first reading for 2021 for the collective, and definitely no coincidence here. We are becoming more inspired to do things beyond our comfort zone. We're becoming more inspired to be a part of a community beyond what we've already built. We are becoming more inspired to do things that drive us passionately rather than just living a day-to-day bare minimum type of lifestyle. Okay? Please don't take that personal. I understand if you still work for a corporation or you still work for someone outside of yourself. We can easily be more than just that, the body within that entity. When we are there spreading our love and light, spreading our authentic light is doing that part, is helping the collective grow. Okay, so you're doing more than enough, honey, just the way what you're doing right now. Okay, I kind of want to save this card. So the second card that was pulled was home. Home is talking about it's time to create a safe place. It's time to find shelter or warmth and that nurturing energy. We always want to feel that love coming from like our parents, right? Coming especially from our moms. That nurturing love and that warm feeling. Well, we need to find that within ourselves. What this card is telling me is as we're growing spiritually and we want to be up here, like basically floating up in the sky, we need to find a way to bring ourselves back down in obviously a healthy way. So find things or find a place. It could be a mental place, where you go to in meditation. It could be a physical place. It could be a person. It could be just yourself, but find a home, find some sort of belonging, and create a safe environment for you to grow and be your authentic self. Because if we don't feel at home or at peace, then we cannot feel safe enough to grow, okay? This card is number 4. So I see a lot of, guidance here. For the first 3 cards that I pulled, you have crown chakra, which is 43. The first number in there is 4. Inspiration, card number 46. First number is 4. And home, which is 4. We have 444 on the table. We are being guided. We are definitely receiving messages beyond just the physical, okay? And angels are here to tell you that it is time to step out of just that physical human being survival mode to a loving environment and trusting in the unseen, trusting in the unknown, but knowing that you are safe right where you are. I get that's not an easy concept considering last year was pretty heavy and it definitely made us feel unsafe, at least in our physical environments, but find a safe place aside from that then, okay? Relationships about building intimacy, freedom, acceptance, trust. Build relationships, and this does not have to be romantic. This is actually not even screaming romantic energy whatsoever. This is more so building the relationship you have with yourself to allow that trust within yourself, and it's going to mirror out to others. When we trust ourselves, we're showing someone else that they can trust us too. Okay? And that's with any energy that we're going through within. So when we have an intimate relationship with ourselves, it allows someone else to see that intimacy we have and want it as well, which domino affects their perspective on intimacy and their need to be more intimate with themselves. Not sexually, more so on praising themselves for their light and honoring their beauty, doing things that make them feel good, taking them out on a date, doing things that actually make them feel connected to themselves, feeling more free and accepted to be just as they are. Okay? So find out a way to build that trust for yourself so that others can also find that trust within you and they too can build that relationship. Okay? Divine consciousness. Like I said, we have some pretty amazing violets in here. We have interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. Finding out your light or allowing your light to be completely illuminated is going to act as a lighthouse, okay? A lighthouse that is sending out a signal for other people to see that light and they can turn theirs on as well. And the more lighthouses that we spread, the more we're able to see in the darkness and the less dark we have around us, okay? This card is also talking about it's time to show up as yourself. When I look at this card, I literally see like a human with its arms spread open and looking up at the sky in surrender and allowing their bodies almost to be pulled to their spiritual soul. Okay, so it's almost, to me, it's like acting like that cord that hasn't been pulled on, anchoring you to your anchoring your soul to your physical body and vice versa, creating that cord, creating that connection, strengthening that cord. As you create that connection with your soul self, you're creating a oneness with your human body and with your soul body. When we go back to that mind, body, soul idea, when we are connected with our soul and our physical body, that only leaves the mind. So once we master the 2 out of the 3, the mind comes last, but the mind is shut off as our third eye is opening, which allows our soul again to be the leader, to be the one that we focus on rather than whatever is in this human brain. Okay? Last one we have, I'm going to flip it just so you can see, inner child. It's in reverse though. So it feels like what's really blocking us from becoming more of our light self is finding that inner child within us. Finding the playfulness, the lightheartedness feelings, the innocence and wonder that our inner child has brought to us. Remembering the joys that our childhood has brought to us. Not everyone's going to share this experience, but everyone can say that at one point in their life, as a child, they did have that sense of wonder, that curiosity, that playfulness in them. If you have experienced a hardship in your childhood revolving around playfulness or wonder, my heart goes out to you and I'm holding space for your healing. Just know that the human being that you are once was a child and once did have these energies tied to it. Wherever the brokenness happened, I challenge you to go back to those, even if it's hard, and not physically, more so emotionally, and allowing that line to be drawn. Tell yourself, I'm not going to allow this moment to hurt me anymore. I'm disconnecting this cord from myself because I know it doesn't serve a purpose. I thank the divine for strengthening me by unfortunately putting me through this, but I know I learned something, and it wasn't a burden. It wasn't something that I would take away. Okay, some of you guys may not agree or may not be in that state of agreeance, and that's okay. But when you're ready, I'm here for you, and I welcome you with open arms, and just know that you're not alone, okay? All of us need to find a way to find more joy. We're so stuck in seriousness. Leave it in 2020. 2021 is going to be about fun. It's going to be about love and growth. It's going to be that lighthearted feeling again. We're going to allow ourselves to let go a little bit more. And I think letting go has always been the hardest part for us humans. We have been taught to just go, and take, or to keep, but we haven't been taught to let go. Letting go is so foreign, but it is so crucial for our healing and for our spiritual growth. So I challenge you to let go of anything that doesn't serve you and create the space for more. The last card we have is possessions. This to me is bringing the message of letting go of belongings and treasures that we have held dear to us that no longer resonate or serve a purpose in our new way of living. Okay? It's easier said than done, and I know it's easy for us to look at all of our tangible things and feel validated. But when we let go of all of those instant validations and only have ourselves to look at, we're only forced to validate ourselves. So whether you physically let them go and get rid of them or not, look at your possessions and try to switch your perspective and be more grateful for them. For example, right now, I'm grateful that I have a bed to sleep in. I've been watching a lot of videos on TikTok about how, there's this dude that works at this gas station that, basically collects donations from people around the world and helps all these homeless people that come into the gas station, that are at a low point. They give him a room, they give him, a bed to sleep in, sometimes clothes, food, all of these amazing things. And it makes me realize that we are not given. It's not a given for us to have these things. So if you find yourself getting lost in the possessions that you have or getting lost in our material world, try to take a step back for a second and appreciate the things that you have. And look at them as not just physical things that validate your worth or validate your success, but they're things that you have opened up to receiving those blessings in your life, and the divine has given you those blessings so that you can be more appreciative, be more abundant in that regard, feel more abundant so that you can attract more abundance. Okay? Yeah. So I was going to dive in with another deck, but I'm going to leave it at that. I really think these messages are more than enough for us to take for this week. I truly hope that you found insight and clarity on these messages. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you did like this content, please do me a huge favor and like this video. Also, if you can click that little bell thing just to have alarms set up to any time that I drop a video, that would be amazing to me. It will really support the channel and help the channel grow. And the biggest thing that you can do for me is actually subscribing to the channel if you have not already. I appreciate you all so much. If you're looking for a personal reading, please message me. All of my personal info will be below. So find any of my social portals. I'll be a lot more active on those if you just want to follow my journey and be a part of my community. I love you guys, and let me close out this reading with love and light. I leave you. Namaste. I'll see you guys next week for our reading. See ya.